Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to another card review here on the channel. So this is card reviews and Magic Theory, and we're doing card reviews. But don't forget, at the end of the video, we do some Magic Theory where we talk about card tricks that I'm inspired to do with the deck as we review them. So stay tuned for that. This one I've already got something in mind, but we'll see if that changes as we go. So we just did the red version of the METALLUXE series, and this is the green version. Christmas colors, Merry Christmas. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the last one, basically I have three different colors of METALLUXE. I have a bronze one, I have a red one, and the green one. And the idea here is that the three suits that I have match these decks, so I could actually carry them and be color coded. So this is just a green bicycle deck that is metal. Here we go. So my guess is that it's going to be exactly the same. Well, okay, I didn't think it would be exactly the same, but it is exactly the same as the other one. Even the Joker is the same. Coming down here. Yep. Same there. So, gotta take this here. Ooh, so that's interesting. So I just had a piece fall off the deck, and that looks like one of the queens. So my question is, did I get a... Interesting. So let's take a look at my queens. So I actually got a little green part, which looks like the side of the queen. So maybe not my queen, but maybe another queen was clipped. Because it looks like the edge of it. And the way that these are made is they're stamped, as far as I understand it. So the cards look fine. So there's that at least. Okay. So we're going to put that over there. It's a green deck. You know, they can be different because they're stamped. So just something to keep in mind. They feel great. This is kind of a part 2 of the one we just did. But the idea here is we're going to show you a nice little trick with these cards. So the first thing we need to do is have a card selected. We're going to go with the Ace of Hearts. Now, I've got to go through the cards, and it's somewhere towards the middle, and when I think I'm close to your card, we're going to stop. And basically what this is going to do is create some type of link between us. So as we go through the cards, don't say anything, we're just going to try to stop right on your card. Okay, well that's kind of strange. I wasn't really expecting that, but there's no way it could possibly be... Well, yeah, that's your card, but that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let's see if we can... We're going to take we're going to put it right there for right now. That's fine. We didn't mean to have that in there, but we're going to put it over there for right now. We're going to continue on with the trick. Okay, now all we got to do is have another card selected, and that's going to be... Well, wait a second. Well, I mean, it could be the... Well, that doesn't really make any sense. Okay, well that's your card. Well, let's see if we can... No, okay, wait, no. Wait a second. What is this? That's the 9. Did I not do that right? No, I didn't do that right, did I? Interesting. Where did we go wrong? Troubleshooting. Okay. So basically what I did was I got into the position for it, and my handling for the trick is this. You just have a card selected. It's going to be the queen. As you go through the cards like this, that's going to be this card. Okay? We're going to place that card there. Now we have a card selected. That's going to be the 9. Well, that's okay. We have the 9. Okay, so I was on track, but now we got to find your 9. And we'll just stop whenever we feel like we get there. This is the queen, remember. But of course, that's actually the 9. So, still magical. I lost track in my head. It's shiny. What do you expect? Shiny! One of my favorite songs from Moana. But yeah, so that is the Chicago opener, which kind of is what gave me the idea for that. It's Christmas themed, so you could do it as a gift. So like you give somebody a gift and it has the card in it, or it's like a torn and restored because you're like tearing wrapping paper. So you can put, like if you want to do a torn and restored with this, these are kind of expensive to be doing that kind of trick. Just saying. So I think that doing the card in a box would be great. So you could give somebody a box and potentially do, if you didn't want to do this type of trick here, what you could do is this. So kind of advocating for the idea that you would take 2 cards here. Let's say you put the ace in their box. It's wrapped. It's a wrapped Christmas present. Boom. In the box it goes. You've got the ace of diamonds somewhere in the pack. And what you say is, in your wrapped Christmas present, there's a card. That's going to be your card. Now what we have to do here is we have to find the mate to your card. And you can do a force, however you want to do it. Simply get to their card. You know, they're going to pick a card. They're going to point to a card. A great force that you can do is a simple down under force. I don't remember the name at the moment, but either way, no matter where they point, let's say they point to this card here, that's fine. You're going to square it up. You're going to show them the wrong card. Haha! If you can't tell, it's late. And this is Magic Theory 101. So it's all theoretics. Anyway, okay. So here's the idea. Start with their card on the... Well, their card is in the box. So that's there. You're going to find the mate. It's going to be the bottom card, right? You simply do a spread. And when you get about halfway, you're going to want to retain the pack in a nice spread, but push over that bottom card and have it underneath. They're not going to see that. They're going to point to any card they want, and basically by squaring up the pack, you just show them the bottom card, and that's going to be the ace. You wrap it over, you put that down there. That's the card that they chose. You could, of course, do like a little bit of a, is that the card you want? You could go with a different card, blah, 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 however you want to handle it. But you want to do that force, and you want to make sure that that's the one that they're going to get, and that you're going to be very solid with it. Like, hey, you can choose whatever you want. Now they open the wrapping in their hands, and they pull out their card. So that looks... And so that's an idea. That's just a simplistic idea, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the beginning of the trick, but it could just be something that you do. It could be a small, like it could even be the box. So that would be kind of cool if this whole setup, you just put their card that they're going to have, wrap the box, and then you show up and you're doing this trick with just the deck. And you're like, okay, well, let's do some magic, whatever. I was just doing some magic for somebody else. You've already got, all you have to do is have that card, whatever the mate is, ready to go on top. Because if you want to show, you could always just show that it's a different card on top, it's a different card on bottom, and you can go into whatever force you want to go into. However you want to do it. Doesn't even matter, because as long as they're not seeing the card, then you can change that card to whatever, however you want to do it. So even though they chose a different card, you're still showing them that card. Now they get a little fishy if you wait too long, because you obviously can't have it down here. But then remember what I said, you could always do a top change, however you want. In other videos I've said this. It's all the same video in a way for me. But hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget that you can still do the reflective trick with this one, but I had already talked about that in the last one. So this one was really about like Christmas-esque prediction style trick. Again, if you have a second one of these, you can grab out a second card and even figure out how to do, just some fun stuff. If it's in a wrapped box and they're opening it in their hands, it's just going to be so powerful for them, because there's no way, especially if they had a free choice, 100% free choice. Here's what I would recommend, because I'm a big fan of multiple outs. Perform multiple tricks for them while this wrapped gift is just sitting there with their name on it. Because what will end up happening is you get to a certain point in the night where you decide it's time, right? Let's say, for instance, you're talking and you notice that the ace is on the bottom. In this case, this ace would be in the box. So this ace is, at some point you just notice, hey, there's the ace. You're dealing out cards for another trick and you see their ace there, so just push it to the side, do all this stuff. Then when you go to wrap everything up, you're just going to maintain and get it to the top. Nobody's going to suspect anything. They don't know what's going on. You've already been doing tricks for the last 10 minutes, and now you're like, okay, it's time to wrap it up. Why don't we go ahead and have, whoever. If it's a birthday party, let's go ahead and, say their name. Let's go ahead and, why don't you turn your attention to the box on the table. This has been here the entire time. All we have to do is we just have to have a card selected. This is also a good time that you could potentially do this. If you have instead of doing this Chicago opener style, you could decide that it's time to do a different type of trick. So you could either do that and have the match in there, or you've just been doing magic this whole time with this deck and they haven't seen this other card. And you're going to load up and you're going to have, it was missing a card the whole time. It's been a short deck. You're going to take this and you're going to sneak it in. That's all you got to do, is just sneak it in somewhere into the pack. Doesn't matter, as long as you don't flash, because you can't really spread, but it looks good. And now all you have to do is you have to control that card. Again, bottom. So this is a move that I don't know if anybody else does it, but I call it the retention, swivel retention. So you can do this as a double. If you get lucky, you can bring it over here as a double. They're not going to know anything, but they're going to see the face of that card as that. Shut it down there. Go ahead and cut it. Just be careful. If the deck is going to separate, you're going to want to keep a firm grip on it, so you might not want to set it down. So you're going to want to bring it over here and continue your swivel over here like that. That's going to get it to the center after you've already shown it. You're like, wait a minute. Your card wasn't red. That's the 9 of hearts. Where's the green one though? You just shown them with a double lift. Go ahead and open up the box. They opened it up. It's the box and it's the green one. Boom. Magic time. So that's what I'm thinking. It's a Christmas present. It's a birthday present. It's something you've been performing the whole time, and then all you have to do for cleanup is just you're like, thank you, put the deck back in the box, and now you're done. Good times, right? So we're wrapping this up. This was lot of cards. A lot of cards. 5 decks of cards reviewed. You're getting a little bit behind the scenes here. So absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this version, this two-parter here. We just did 2 videos, obviously. We've been doing videos for a while. Let's just go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you, everybody. Remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.